see a squad from Conference USA, the Utep Miners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone toward the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, and it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Utep's offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Right, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early. Breaks into the open. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He now has 53 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through. Guy, but not through the rest.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Frazier. Look out, he's got room. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Miners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Sooners will line it up on first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the big fella.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Hard running there. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Miners will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes to the left. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent.
A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown,
about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Looking to throw again. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got a man, it's Sategna. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Got room to work. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Tatum. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got 69 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Using his legs to buy some time. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Unleashes one deep. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down for 13. He'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On target to the left. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Miners will send out the punt unit. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. With the catch, it's Thomas. Turning it on! He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The sure hands, it's Sategna. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Sooners have it for the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Once he got some room, it was over.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll leave it with him. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Nelson. Under fire. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air, it's Nelson. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utep has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
There he goes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Fouls through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Powers through the defender. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man. It's Braun. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Braun. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To throw, it's Hawkins. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now.
Taking it the other way. They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Ford. Oh, they're after it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That pass not close as he got Twill trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Thomas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Here we go. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Makes the grab. It's Torres. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Ford. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, going to the air. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. The old coaching cliche, go win-no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely